Organizations have condemned the use of excessive force by police officers on peaceful protesters. In a joint press briefing on Sunday, the 6 organizations have urged government security agencies to allow protesters practice their constitutional right by offering them security. This comes at a time when tens of Kenyans have lost their lives, scores of others injured during the anti-government protests that have widely turned chaotic. As Winfrey Owino reports, the government is yet to communicate on the deaths and injuries that have occurred during the protests.
Ambulance sirens, distress calls, injuries, and even deaths is what stands out for anti-government protesters countrywide. Last Friday, a man was shot dead during demonstrations in Makueni County. In Migori County, 2 men sustained gunshot wounds as they went about their normal businesses. The same day, a mother and children were also tear-gassed in the kitchen.
Nilikuwa kwa nyumba. Alafu nilikuwa nataka kutoa chai, niliweka chai kwa gasi. Sasa watoto nilikuwa nayo kwa nyumba. Nimesikia mlango pup. Kustuka hivi, giza imejaa kwa nyumba.
Sisi kama wananchi bado hatujachoka. Tutaendelea mbele mpaka ile mambo ambayo tunataka irekebishwe lazima iwe halali.
Umechukua vijana eti ni mapolisi umeleta kuua watu. Una uhakika unataka uwe president Kenya?
It is from such occurrences that civil society organizations have come out to condemn police brutality on both protesters and bystanders. The demonstrations have been characterized by unlawful arrests and detention, deployment of police in civilian clothes, as well as police brutality.
We are appalled by the alarming incidences witnessed recently, where some peaceful protesters exercising their democratic right to picket were met with unnecessary force and arbitrary and unlawful arrests by the National Police Service. It is disheartening to witness such actions in a country that prides itself on upholding principles of human rights and freedom of speech.
Late last week, National Council of Churches in Kenya and other human rights groups condemned police brutality on protesters. They also urged President Ruto to bring down the cost of living by repealing the Finance Act of 2023 and urged Raila Odinga to call off the demonstrations.
We are extremely concerned by the level of violence witnessed in our country in the recent demonstrations. The demonstrators and security agents are all Kenyans, and none of them deserve to have violence visited upon them.
We call upon His Excellency President William Ruto to listen to the people of Kenya by repealing the Finance Act 2023 to review the heavy taxation proposed.
Despite media reports showing deaths every day of the demonstrations, the government is yet to communicate on the casualties. According to Interior CS Kithure Kindiki, over 300 protesters were arrested last week alone. Winfrey